cut, and action. Hello, my name is Schuurmans. I'm the founder and CEO of Cluetail Limited in Mikkeli. I can tell you a little bit about myself, please. Yes, please use the hashtag here. It will come clear later why. I'm Dutch. I moved to Finland about 10 years ago, married a Finnish wife, and living in Tampere. I'm a journalist by training and by professional background, working for various media companies in Holland and in Finland. In Finland, when I came in 10 years ago, I started working for Talentum.com, business portal. I've also been working for Nokia for 6 years until last year summer. At Nokia, I was senior editor in the global communications team, responsible for setting up, concept developing, and also running the main intranet channel for Nokia employees, which started out as a newswire and developed increasingly into a participatory media channel. So in the end, it was kind of a super blog. I also concept developed and project managed the back end of that system, so the publishing system there. This year I started Cluetail, and Cluetail is a tribute to the Clue Train manifesto in the long tail, which may be familiar with most of you probably. The Clue Train manifesto was published 10 years ago, but this year a 10th anniversary edition was published, in which one of the authors, Dr. Searles, wrote a new chapter where he explains that markets consist of three things: conversations, relationships, and transactions. And the internet is a huge opportunity for business transactions, but in order to be able to do transactions, you have to build trust relationships first. And to build trust relationships, the building blocks are conversations. So you have to engage in the right conversations with the right people in order to build those valuable relationships. If we would make a long-tail graph of conversations online, any given day, let's say maybe a week or a few weeks ago, I don't remember exactly when the story started, but the Tiger Woods story was one of the most popular conversations around at some point on the net. However, if you would ask any individual person at any time, what is the most relevant conversation to you today, it would not be one of the most popular ones, not the ones in the head of the graph, but rather something further down the long tail. For example, if with this audience in mind, it might be a conversation about Nordic startups. How do we get to identify the conversations that are most relevant to a particular person? Conventional search engines don't help that much, because if it's down the long tail, it will not pop up in search results on the first page on Google. If the persons who are engaged in that conversation in the long tail don't happen to be part of your online social network, then they will not recommend you to go and see it. They will not refer you to it, so your social networks don't work that well either. And the third way we detect information nowadays is through serendipity, through happy coincidences. So there is a chance that by just simply browsing around, you might stumble upon that very valuable conversation, but that's not very likely, and also it's not very systematic. So instead of that, my company is developing recommendation technology. And that basically translates at the moment into this kind of offering. We have Cluetail Lunch Date, which shows how recommendation technology can connect people, to significant strangers, through analyzing the social objects, the information they share online. Anyone can use this. It's free, and you can just play around. It's very simple actually, but it shows our thinking. Then Cluetail Radar is a media intelligence service which we are launching in the beginning of next year to help our customers, to give them entry points to conversations online that are most relevant to them, conversations that are about their brand and that they should be aware of. Conversation Central, then the third one, you could call it a content management system with recommendation technology built in. And we also offer services consulting kind of services. So we, for example, we look at organizations, how they are using social media, how they are using communications methods, and helping them wherever relevant. Now, I'll quickly demo Cluetail launch date. I'll explain this one first because I have another one which is specially set up for mobile brain bank. So here you can see if you submit your Twitter name, your delicious name, and your blog address, and the system will look at the information you've posted on those services, and will compare that to information other people have shared online, and then generate a recommendation list of people on Twitter. So this is the general one where you can also limit the results to a certain distance from your own location. And I'll go to the web actually. So just for the occasion, we've set this up for mobile brain bank. So I'll submit my Twitter account name there, and my delicious account name, and my blog address. And then find people like me with that hashtag. Okay, so this is the sorted list by relevance. So the person at the top of the list has tweeted with that hashtag, and based on the content they have shared online and the content I have shared online, that would be a person which might be relevant content to get in touch with. So we're going to build out this system, making it also adding on other social web services, and also making it intuitive to get in touch with them, with those most relevant people. Yeah, so why am I here? Basically, because I want to grow the company, and I'm looking for partners in sales and distribution, technology and financing. I'm also hoping to build a management team, primarily looking for a head of sales, head of technology, and possibly head of design. So let's have a conversation.